Hello, welcome to Vietnam Journal, our daily English news bulletin on NETVIET VTC10. I'm Anya speaking from Hanoi. Every day we bring you comprehensive and up-to-date information on Vietnam. And following are major stories on Wednesday. Vietnam-Belgium signed 18 memorandums of understanding. European investors increasingly attracted to Vietnam. I will explore human trust scheme in a Vietnamese village. The signing ceremony of 18 memorandums of understanding between the Communist University and other organizations of Belgium and Vietnam took place in Hanoi on Tuesday. This is an important part of the official visit to Vietnam by the Belgian Crown Prince Philip from March 11th to 15th.
Memorandum of Understanding in the signing ceremony further contributed to consolidating and developing cooperation between Vietnam and Belgium. 18 memorandum documents focus on key areas as well as the strength of the Belgium in port construction, healthcare, green technologies, space science, etc. With bilateral trade turnover in 2011 reaching $1.6 billion, up $400 million compared with 2010, the potential for cooperation in the field of economic trade and investment between the two countries remains high. The signing ceremony was considered as an important landmark in contributing oriented cooperation, strengthening bilateral relations to a new level for the future.
The Belgian Embassy has held a seminar titled Belgian Know-how in Port Development, Logistics and Transports in Hanoi. This workshop is an opportunity for Belgian and Vietnamese specialists to exchange information, share experience in seaport and maritime services development.
At the seminar, Belgian enterprises expressed the ability to participate directly in the business joint venture projects, supporting Vietnam with technology and experience in seaport infrastructure development. The business delegation introduced to Vietnamese partners the Belgian technology in seaport construction and management, transportation infrastructure, as well as provide information on top Belgian businesses leading in these areas. In 2011, bilateral trade between Vietnam and Belgium reached more than $1 billion, double the previous decade. The total foreign direct investment from Belgian companies in Vietnam at present is about $108 million, mainly focusing on important areas such as seaport development, food industry, and so on.
And following some other economic news in brief.
Hanoi ranks 20th in the category of economic strength in the latest report released by the Economist Intelligence Unit, or EIU, from The Economist, the famous global publication. The city also ranks 104th in the overall competitiveness index. The top 32 Asian cities in this category are on forecast to grow by at least 5% annually between now and 2016. 12 of them will grow by at least 10%. A Thai delegation will visit Vietnam to seek investment opportunities in Ho Chi Minh City, according to the Board of Investment of Thailand, or BOI. BOI also said that the delegation will meet executives from Ho Chi Minh City Chamber of Commerce to learn more about Vietnam's economic situation and investment opportunities here. The Thailand Business Association, or TBA, in Vietnam will also hold a seminar on investment opportunities in Vietnam for Thai entrepreneurs. Pakistan is Vietnam's largest tea importer. This information was released by the African, Western and Southern Asia Market Department under the Vietnam's Ministry of Industry and Trade at a meeting about tea trade between Vietnam and Pakistan. The meeting was hosted online on Monday by the ministry and the Pakistan Tea Association. About 3,100 tons of tea have been exported to Pakistan, accounting for nearly 16% of the country's tea market at an estimated cost of $4.9 million after the first 2 months of this year.
Despite the fact that Vietnam's economy is facing a lot of challenges, the country's investment environment is getting more and more attractive under the view of foreign investors. The chairman of Eurocharm in Vietnam, Mr. Alan Kenny, expressed the opinion in a recent conversation with our NETVIET VTC10 reporter.
Hello, Mr. Alan Kenny. Welcome to our program today. Thank you very much. Could you assess investment activities of EU enterprise in Vietnam recently in number, values, and investment sectors?
So in terms of investment, Europe is ranking, I believe, number 4 after the Asian countries like Japan and Korea. So it remained pretty strong, despite the global environment in Europe, which is not very favorable at the moment. We estimate about 1,000 European enterprises being actively invested in Vietnam. In terms of sectors and investment fields, pretty strong in services, like, of course, banking, insurance, retail distribution. Big names like Metro and Big C are pretty famous here. They are of course, European. The pharmaceutical, I see more and more attractiveness on the infrastructure for construction. So that's mostly the fields where Europeans are pretty strong.
So, how do they assess the investment environment of Vietnam market?
Yeah, let's say it has improved tremendously. I think we should recognize that still quite a lot of complaint about what we call the bureaucracy and the delay for obtaining licensing, the delay for getting even very simple things like a working permit for expatriates, and this is something which Vietnam need to improve. We have quite a lot of complaint from our members at Eurocham. It's true that to implement a project or to establish a company, in many cases, it remained pretty difficult.
So, how do they plan to invest and penetrate into the Vietnam markets for the time coming?
I believe Vietnam is still very much on the radar screen of European companies. Even everybody is talking about a crisis in Europe. Europe is still the number 1 economy in the world. As globally, it's the number 1 market in the world if you put all the 27 European countries together. So Vietnam is still very much a priority. I believe Vietnam has lost a bit of ground regarding interest from countries like Indonesia. I see, for example, last year, European companies has invested $1.8 billion in Vietnam, but they have invested $4 billion in Indonesia. So it seems that Indonesia is competing very much with Vietnam. The main reason is that Indonesia, of course, has a big population, even bigger than Vietnam, but Indonesia has made very rapid progress in the last year or two in terms of governance, in terms of corruption, in terms of infrastructure. So Vietnam has really to be careful, and because you are competing with these countries within the regions.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your times.
Macroeconomy, foreign investment, business, society and culture, arts, education, tourism. Vietnam Journal. It's not just news, it's life in Vietnam.
Welcome back to our news bulletin. Belgian Education Forum took place in Hanoi on March 13, and the event drew the participation of Belgian prince and princess, along with many Vietnamese alumni who studied in European countries.
Belgian education delegates presented joint programs between the two countries as well as education opportunities for Vietnamese students to study in Belgium. At the forum, a talk show titled Education and Research in Belgium Through the Eyes of Alumni and Belgian Professors took place. Technology in education formed an important part of the various memorandums of understanding signed between the two countries on Tuesday in Hanoi. Every year, Belgium granted more than 75 Belgian bilateral scholarships for PhD and master programs for Vietnamese students.
An exhibition of Vietnamese traditional Zaizor around known paper with the theme Landscapes Colors Reflecting Culture by French artist Jean Cabani had just taken place in central Vietnam's Hue City. The artist introduced 31 paintings featuring various aspects of Vietnam.
This exhibition comprised of 31 works on Vietnamese landscapes painted on Zaizor around paper. Cabin works with several charities, actively mobilizing support for healthcare projects for the poor in the provinces of Quảng Nam, Da Nang, Thừa Thiên Huế. He is also a member of the Association of Victims of Agent Orange in Da Nang. He has held exhibitions in major French cities such as Paris, Bordeaux, and Nîmes.
Human chess is a popular traditional game in the Vietnamese villages and temple festivals. Today, we will follow our NETVIET VTC10 reporter to Hue Thị village to get to know more about these special outdoor games.
Human chess is a variety of chess often played by people who take on the roles of the various chess pieces, like king, knight, among others. This is typically done on an outdoor field with the squares on the board marked out on the grass. There are totally 32 people in the human chess, including 16 boys and 16 girls. Wearing different colors, each team has a male and female general. What's special about human chess in Hue Thị village is that the contestants must have a ritual before starting the game to worship the ancestor of the game.
Đội cờ người ấy, nó mang một cái chất tâm linh và đồng thời đây là một cái việc thể hiện cái để nhớ lại cái công lao đánh giặc của Đức Thánh Phan Long Thanh Nhạc, thành hoàng làng của làng chúng tôi. Bây giờ chúng tôi dùng cờ người để biểu tượng lại cái việc thao lược của nhà ngài, thao lược của các cha ông để lại là trường xưa đánh giặc, cái tính toán giữa điều quân khiển tướng thế nào. Thì là chúng tôi dùng cái cờ người để thể hiện cái đó.
The atmosphere often becomes bustling with a human chess competition. In the early morning, many people gather and wait for the competition. There is often 3 drum rolls signaling the start of the game. 2 players in Vietnamese traditional dresses appeared and started shouting the chessmen they want to move. If one of them lost his chessmen, they have to leave the chessboard. As it is more of a spiritual game, the chessmen and women must be carefully selected and taught how to walk, speak, and play chess for months.
Đức Thánh Hoàng làng chúng tôi là dùng cờ tính mưu lược để đánh đuổi quân giặc, giữ nước. Thế bởi vậy mà chúng tôi chọn quân cờ là chỉ chọn nam thanh nữ tú. Làng tôi là vì quân cờ của chúng tôi là quân cờ mà thờ thánh, cho nên là từ cái bước đi thì cũng phải hết sức nghiêm túc, từ lời ăn tiếng nói thì cũng phải có văn.
In contrast to some other games practiced at festivals, human chess is known for its quietude and delicacy. Especially when the game is dedicated to the ancestor of the village, it has become a spiritual heritage that needs maintaining in the long term.
The story about the Vietnamese human chess has wrapped up our news bulletin for today. For comments and feedbacks, please send an email to netvietdaily@gmail.com. Thank you for watching and we'll see you tomorrow.